I'm excited. This is gonna be fun. Our first time out in the van. Yes, we got a campsite!
Welcome to our maiden voyage in the Saturday van. Seems fitting that we're headed to an area called the Garden of the Gods, because what lays ahead is a magical adventure exploring truly unique rock formations.
After staying the night at a Cracker Barrel, an adventure wouldn't be complete without a few hiccups along the way. We filled up the tires and then filled our bellies in Jacksonville with some treats from our favorite bakery.
Oh, man.
Road trips are such a blast. But up until now, I hadn't actually driven the van yet.
You doing alright?
Yeah, but Floridian is not used to driving in hills, not knowing these roads, and not used to driving a vehicle like this. And the day had one more fun surprise for us. My gosh, I can't even believe it right now. We're in Paducah, Kentucky, and somebody ran out to the door. Stop, handed me this. So I guess you opened the back door?
Yeah, I think that was my fault. I opened the back door to check to make sure everything was good. And then when I shut it, I must have dropped one of the same.
I love these shoes.
You would have killed me.
Actually, I really would have wondered where in the world it could have fallen out. Okay, so we're gonna have to watch out how the shoes fit into that back door.
Part of the reason we're up in Illinois is to visit my grandpa. Now that he's in recovery from cancer, we couldn't wait to spend some more quality time with him.
We've been building a lot of houses out here, I understand. I haven't been driving around, but...
And what better way than his favorite pastime, shooting some pool.
Oh, you're going for the trick shot.
There's nothing quite like parking your home in Grandpa's driveway. And just like that, we have a dog.
So yeah, we also accepted a house sitting gig to watch the neighbor's adorable pup named Butch. So we stayed over there for a few more days. And we were completely spoiled. Pool time, lake time, and unconditional love. The icing on the cake was seeing the goslings on the lake. It's so sweet to see how fiercely the Canadian geese protect their young. And these babies will stay with this pack for about a year.
And yet, the van was calling to us, begging for more adventure.
Oh, it's sad to leave Grandpa.
Yeah, we're really gonna miss this place and miss seeing him every day.
Can we come back next year?
Yeah, definitely. Maybe this year?
I mean, he's 92. We have to come back.
Yeah. The conductor opened the window, stuck out his hand and waved at us.
We are seriously in the middle of nowhere in Illinois. These back roads, I mean, how many houses have we seen for miles? 2? 3?
Just crawling. And that's a long train.
And I'm loving it. This is so much fun. So in the very middle of nowhere, in southern Illinois, very close to the Tennessee and Kentucky border, is the Shawnee National Forest. We're actually in the mountains in Illinois. It's kind of surprising.
I know, Illinois, I always thought it was just all flatland and farmland, but we're actually in the mountains. I think this is gonna be really nice. I already see a couple campers there. There's a campsite there, there's a campsite there. We made it. This is a first. We've never been to a campground where we pulled up and there's a sign and there's no booth or anything or anybody to talk to.
So before we start hiking, I wanted to know where we're staying the night tonight. So there is a camping fee here at the Faro Campground right next to the Garden of the Gods. There are bees and all kinds of bugs around here. Fun for me. But I want to know where we're staying tonight. So this Faro Campground is only $10 a night, and you pay it right here. Do you have $10 cash?
Actually, I have a lot of ones.
Yeah, maybe you have 10 ones.
7, 8, 9.
10! No way.
That's it.
Uh-huh.
Actually, I think I have a pin right here.
Oh, goodness. I guess that's why your favorite show was MacGyver.
MacGyver. I always have my MacGyver knife. 7.
7. Was that too fast? Did you get it?
I don't know. I think it's in there.
Okay, I think we're good.
Yes, we got a campsite. This is gonna be fun. Our first time out in the van.
This little sign, if there's nothing here, then it's available for the night and you can claim it. It's ours. Actually, this is a huge spot for 10 bucks. You know what I just thought of though? This is a little angled.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Oh, don't you have blocks?
I do.
Oh, okay, we're good. I forgot. There's even a little path.
I have never been to a campsite with a view like this that has a trail leading to it. That is so cool.
Whoa. I think this is a good indication of what we expect to see in the Garden of the Gods, which is a lot of rocks.
So you ready to go hiking?
Yes, I am. Let's go check out this Garden of the Gods.
Let's go.
Oh,
Wow, that is so cheap for such a cool campsite.
the other thing we got to do is put this as a proof of payment right on the vehicle. Detached from envelope, hang, yeah. All right, yeah, just like that. Hey, that's the first one ever! Oh gosh. In our very own van. I can't believe it. Okay, let's go hike.
Need a little bit of sugar.
It's pretty warm out there.
Yeah, it's hot. I might be regretting these pants.
I just needed a quick snack.
Mhm.
All right. This Garden of the Gods is one of the best places to check out in the Shawnee National Forest. There are these really old rock formations that we're going to go check out and hike all the way to the top of.
There's actually 17 miles of trails in this whole area.
This is the observation trail that's actually only a quarter of a mile and is much easier to do. There are signs along the way to help guide you as to what you're seeing.
And the feel of the park, it really feels like you're in a national park because it's really well done and it's just beautiful. Big trees, rocks everywhere.
And here they are.
Oh,
Big
here
rocks.
we are.
Not even a tenth of the mile in, a few steps away, and there are huge rocks.
These rock formations are 320 million years old. That's pretty old.
Wow. This is actually sandstone. This was the edge of an ancient sea. So in the middle of Illinois, flat lands, you've got these like almost flower pot looking sandstone formations. It's pretty cool. Oh my gosh. I think that's actually a path through there.
This park has such a different feel to it. The way the sandstone has been worn away. In a way, I almost feel like we're in a green Grand Canyon. Kind of like we're out west, but not quite. I guess we're in the Midwest. Hard to believe this is Illinois. The one thing to know about this park, and probably really any park in the US, if you go in the middle of the week, right now it's Wednesday and there's hardly anybody here, but it actually is still pretty busy. What would you say by midday? Probably over half of the campsites were already reserved, and this is Wednesday.
Wow. This is only the first view. Then we'll take you all the way up top and see what it looks like from there. Gosh, as long as you're wearing like fairly decent sneakers and it's not wet out here, you should be good. I wouldn't wear flip-flops in climbing this though.
I am so lucky. I can't believe I found a wife that loves the outdoors. It's pretty amazing. But I gotta keep her happy though. With the right gear, keep her comfortable. Happy wife, happy life. Look at that, here it comes.
Whoa, where? What?
He's
Where?
on the move on the other side of the rock by the stick.
I can't believe he actually jumped that. Guys, I'm not going to be that brave today. That ledge looks really slippery.
What a view. These boulders are gigantic. I can't believe they're made of sandstone. But seriously, this is Illinois.
Oh yeah. And now that is a cliff. Amazing. Wow, like a little scary in some of these cliffs. But it's not really for the faint of heart once you start climbing in this area.
There's some really interesting rock formations over here. I mean, the way the water has carved this out, it almost reminds me of a painting like Starry Night. There's all these beautiful swirls in the rock and it looks like tree bark.
Let's check out another section because there's an area that has a wooden boardwalk. That might be easier, but it still looks pretty, so let's go.
I'm holding steady for you. I'm holding steady for you. Like a mountain that can't be moved. I'm holding steady for you.
And there's like no one here. This is really an underrated park. It's amazing. I've never seen bees or yellow jackets so big in my life.
Oh my god, that is a prehistoric bee, whatever that is.
That's
That's what I would think of like a murder hornet.
for real.
Crazy.
See that hole in there? It feels like immediate air conditioning when you walk by. All the air is rushing in.
So you remember those swirly bands in the rocks? They're called Liesegang bands. When the sandstone was underground, it was saturated with groundwater that was mixed with iron. So the dark bands that you see are actually rust in the sandstone. That's so interesting.
Oh, we barely got anywhere.
Oh,
All
wow.
of this exploring and like, that's part of the trail I think over there. And it's all sandstone cliffs. So
This place is actually pretty big.
yeah, a lot to see in a small quarter-mile observation trail.
And actually, the whole park is free unless you camp, which is only $10. That's insane. What a deal.
Whoa. Oh.
Another amazing view. It just seems like around every corner it's just beautiful view, beautiful view. I've seen this one bird, it's just been hovering left, right, some bumblebees. These rocks down there are like kind of towering. I almost wonder if you'd hang off the edge when it starts tilting.
This quarter-mile loop is going to take us like hours because every single, 100 feet has an overlook.
How can you not stop when you see all of these views like this? gorgeous.
Again, another majestic view. Just a little different.
It's always cool when I see fallen rocks and you wonder, how do they end up like that? Look at this one right here. There's like giant pillar and a big rock just stuck on the side.
I read about that one. This is like one of the famous ones when you look up Garden of the Gods. What makes kind of some of these really cool is when you see that they're really small at the base. 10 years from now, I don't know, 100 years from now, 1,000 years from now, at some point, it's not going to be standing anymore. So it's kind of cool when you get to see that. Oh my gosh. See, this is the best view. It turns out it's called Devil's Smokestack. That whole piece from the bottom to the top is actually 9 meters tall, which is around 30 feet. There was softer sandstone around that part of the rock, and it eventually washed away. At some point, it's going to fall. Now you've had the pleasure of seeing it. Had to relax a little bit. It's so beautiful. We've been at this for hours and it's only a quarter mile and I don't even know if we're halfway. It is that gorgeous. Yeah.
There's salamanders everywhere.
Everywhere.
Surprisingly.
You had like the best sitting spot over there.
Yeah,
it was
it
like,
was very nice to
it's
look
so
at.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
22
And you-
miles?
20
That's amazing.
Are you sleeping in like one of the sites here? Like I think you can hike to some, can't you?
Yeah, we haven't decided yet.
Okay.
Probably gonna only hike for like an hour more or something, but
Oh, nice. Well, enjoy.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Oh, wow. I was like, oh, how cool is that?
When we were sitting, we saw these backpackers way over on the other ridge. They looked like they were just enjoying, and then they came and walked all the way around. So we had to talk to them. It sounded like they've been backpacking here. They've been walking for 20 plus miles.
They didn't even know where they were going to spend the night.
I know, can you imagine that? She likes to know where she's sleeping at nighttime.
That was my question. Are you going to stay the night here? But you actually can hike to, there's a number of sites, I think at least 7 of them here in the Garden of the Gods area. So there's a parking lot entirely for the primitive camping sites. And you can go there or hike to it or whatever, and then you hike to your spot. We have, what, hours? Like maybe 3 or 4 hours left of daylight?
What a life that is. This is pretty cool too, being in a van. We get to these really awesome places in style and comfort.
Like what you see behind us. Another view. Been loving this past week that we've spent in the van. I think it's time that we actually head back to the campsite and get some food. Because, Paul, I don't know about you, but I'm starving. I think I'm tired and delirious. I think we did about as much as we could on this quarter-mile trail.
A quarter mile.
Quarter mile.
If we did the Appalachian Trail like this, we'd never finish.
We don't usually spend this much time on a small section, but it really was so pretty, so we couldn't help it.
We have to think about what are we gonna make tonight.
Let's think about what we have. Potatoes, green beans. I'm kind of craving the soup that we made last week. Oh my God, that's a lot of mosquitoes. Oh my God,
whoa.
do you see that?
Mosquitoes.
Oh.
I think this is a dead branch.
I know it's dead, but there you go. There you go. We accidentally ran into a little branch, but it was dead. So Paul had to actually go up on the roof and break off a few pieces.
We're trying to be really quiet in the camp, but our van is kind of at an angle. So we're gonna try these leveling blocks for the first time. Hello.
Hi.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I first came up here to see if we're actually level, but now I'm really comfortable.
We're still slightly uneven, but I think the leveling blocks did pretty well. This is how we check how unlevel we are. Not as bad as it could be.
Also, are we moving more because of the blocks?
She's a little freaked out. It's our first time using the leveling blocks, but we're right on the blocks, so I think we're fine.
Hey, come check out the view. Paul, I want to say how happy, proud I am of you.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of us. I mean, we did it.
We did it!
We have a van.
This is what we always wanted. This one right here did not give up to make sure we had the best view. Because we could have parked really easily when we first pulled in, but the view from our side door wouldn't have been like very nice.
That's what I do. MacGyver. I solve problems.
Thank you. Is it one of those things?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, beautiful view, but a few bugs. What is that?
It's a murder hornet. There's something so cool about having your house with you. We have everything we need. Let's go cook some dinner. We are enjoying this sunset. I think we have something good in mind for dinner. So tonight, on the menu, in the Saturday van, we are using the Instant Pot. We're making a really good soup. Onion, potatoes, rice. Oh, green beans, that'd be good. And whatever spices that we can find in the van.
Now, since we don't actually have a full shower, I'm just gonna use a washcloth because I feel dirty. Yeah. This is actually my favorite shirt. Do you guys remember this? DuckTales? We found these packing cubes that we love. Paul searched out a ton of different options, and these fit really well, all stacked up. So we have our his and hers colors. I kind of organized them so I put all my pants and bottoms, I put my tops, and all the extras. So they're just kind of all easy to get to, and I remember where, what's what.
What happens when they're dirty?
Oh, these actually came with really cool dirty bags. So I've got it's like a his and hers. I've got my own color, and so I know that Paul's is in his blue color dirty pack. So that way I know how to separate the laundry. Ready to eat, my dear?
DuckTales.
Woo!
Never made it like this before. Every time I make a soup, it turns out different every time.
It's just whatever we have on hand and whatever we feel like.
I'd say that's pretty good.
And it's a beautiful morning. Next time, our Illinois adventure continues at Cave-in Rock State Park. I hope you're not afraid of the dark. Did we get lost in these caves?